cruisers have always been about more than just transportation. They're about style, presence, and that deep rumble that makes every ride feel like an event. For decades, Harley Davidson has owned this image, offering an unmistakable blend of swagger and sound. But with that legacy comes a hefty price tag. Even Harley's entry-level models like the Nightster still hover near the $10,000 mark. But what if there was a way to capture that bold cruiser essence for nearly half the price, without settling for a bare-bones machine? The answer isn't hidden in a Harley showroom. Instead, it sits in the used market in the form of a motorcycle that not only channels Harley's charisma, but also surpasses it in performance, engineering, and reliability. That motorcycle is the Yamaha Road Star Warrior, a power cruiser from the early 2000s that still manages to turn heads and thrill riders today. And here's the kicker. You can find one for as little as $3,000, with well-kept examples rarely exceeding $5,000. For anyone who wants a factory hot rod without the constant wallet drain of Harley ownership, this Yamaha offers an unbeatable combination of price, performance, and pedigree. The Road Star Warrior wasn't born from scratch. It began as the Yamaha Road Star XV1600A, a classic heavyweight cruiser aimed squarely at Harley's Dyna Superglide. But while the XV1600A leaned into the laid-back, mile-eating philosophy of American cruisers, Yamaha's engineers weren't satisfied. Under the guidance of project leader Tatsuya Watanabe, the motorcycle was transformed into something far more radical. A machine that could carry the aura of a cruiser, but with the soul of a performance bike. To achieve this, Yamaha bored out the Road Star's massive V-twin, increasing displacement and performance by nearly 40%. At the same time, the bike shed an incredible 88 pounds compared to its predecessor. The result was a machine that carried cruiser DNA but could attack corners and deliver the kind of power-to-weight ratio that left Harley flat-footed. In many ways, the Warrior blurred the lines between muscle cruiser and sport-inspired hot rod. Even 2 decades later, that balance of raw power and handling remains impressive. If there's one thing Harley has always mastered, it's style. Models like the Harley Breakout are built to be rolling statements, long, low, and dripping in attitude. Yet despite being more than 20 years old, the Yamaha Road Star Warrior still manages to stand toe-to-toe with bikes like the Breakout. The Warrior's design draws from custom culture, with stretched out lines, a raked front end, and flame-inspired paint jobs that wouldn't look out of place on a one-off build. Yamaha's Star family was renowned for its attention to fit and finish, and the Warrior proudly carried that legacy. Chrome accents highlighted the bike's muscular stance, while details such as a teardrop fuel tank, dual-piece seat, and pulled-back handlebars emphasized both style and comfort. And unlike many cruisers that stick to wire-spoked wheels, the Warrior featured lightweight 5-spoke alloy wheels, adding a touch of sportiness to its otherwise muscular profile. Its stance was unmistakable then, and it still commands respect in traffic today. When compared side by side with Harley's Breakout, the similarities are striking. Both bikes scream presence. But while the Breakout comes with a premium price tag, the Warrior delivers nearly the same aura for a fraction of the cost. The beating heart of the Warrior is its 1,670 cubic centimetre air-cooled V-twin. On paper, it might look like a traditional big cruiser motor, but Yamaha packed it with technology that was ahead of its time. This wasn't just a bored-out Road Star engine, it was an extensively re-engineered unit designed to deliver both grunt and refinement. Fuel delivery came from a twin-bore Bosch electronic injection system, replacing conventional carburetors and ensuring smoother throttle response. The engine also featured ceramic composite bore plating for better heat management, forged pistons for durability, and a 4-valve head with twin spark plugs per cylinder for efficient combustion. Together, these upgrades pushed output to 84 horsepower and 99.5 pound-feet of torque, making it one of the most muscular cruisers of its era. all that power flowed through a close-ratio 5-speed gearbox and a belt final drive, delivering smooth yet forceful acceleration. While Harley's big twins of the time were no slouches, the Warrior's engine combined raw torque with a level of engineering finesse that American bikes struggled to match. What truly set the Road Star Warrior apart from Harley, and most cruisers of its era, was its underpinnings. Yamaha didn't just give it a bigger motor, they borrowed directly from their legendary R1 superbike to give the Warrior handling credentials unheard of in the cruiser segment. The Warrior was the first cruiser in the industry to feature an all-aluminum double cradle frame, paired with an equally advanced aluminum swing arm. This cut weight dramatically while boosting rigidity by 41% compared to the steel-framed Road Star. In practice, it meant the Warrior could lean harder, track straighter, and maintain stability at speeds that would unsettle most cruisers. Suspension was equally sport-inspired, with 41mm inverted Kayaba forks and a preload adjustable rear monoshock. Braking was handled by dual 298mm discs with radial-mounted 4-piston calipers up front, backed by a 282mm rear disc, hardware that was nearly identical to what Yamaha used on its sport bikes. The wheels and tyres were equally performance-focused, with an 18-inch front and a 17-inch rear wrapped in a massive 200-section tyre. The result was a cruiser that didn't just look aggressive, but actually delivered the handling confidence to back it up. For riders who live by the numbers, the Warrior's specs are still impressive even today. Its 1,670 cubic centimetre V-twin produces 84 horsepower and 99.5 pound-feet of torque, channeled through a 5-speed gearbox with belt final drive. The aluminum frame and swing arm keep wet weight at 658 pounds, significantly lighter than Harley equivalents of its era. With a seat height of 28.1 inches, it remains approachable for riders of various sizes, while a 65.6-inch wheelbase and 29-degree rake give it stability without sacrificing manoeuvrability. Fuel capacity is a modest 4 gallons, but that's expected for a performance-focused cruiser. In real-world riding, this blend of specs means the Warrior offers the punch to launch hard from lights, the composure to handle sweeping corners, and the reliability to cover serious miles without constant maintenance. Few cruisers then, or now, can claim that balance. Like any motorcycle, the Warrior comes with trade-offs. On the plus side, it delivers timeless styling, superbike-inspired handling, and muscular power at a bargain price. Its Yamaha engineering ensures durability and low maintenance compared to many American rivals, while its weight savings make it surprisingly nimble for its size. On the downside, its 4-gallon fuel tank limits long-distance touring capability, and, being a discontinued model, finding certain parts can be more challenging than with Harley's vast aftermarket. Additionally, while its aggressive stance appeals to many, those seeking a purely relaxed cruiser may find it a bit too performance-oriented. Yet for riders who want something different, something that blends cruiser charisma with genuine performance, the Warrior's strengths far outweigh its compromises. What are your thoughts? Let us know in the comment down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for new upcoming videos of motorcycles. Thanks for watching.